Hi everybody, welcome back to Brainiac Baseball's 1985 Detroit Tigers season replay. Today's matchup is between the California Angels and the Detroit Tigers at Tiger Stadium. On the mound for the Angels today is Romanick, whose record is 10-4 with a 2.97 ERA. And pitching for the Tigers is Teddy Higuera, whose record is 10-7 with a 3.72 ERA. Okay, we wrapped up the month of July yesterday with a victory. We've won all 3 games of the series versus the Angels. We'll have Game 4 coming up today. You'll see that we're on August 1st. I like the fact that we're about a week ahead of the actual baseball schedule, because no matter what happens with our team here, whether we make the playoffs or not, that'll give me a little bit of breathing room as we get ready to prepare for the 1971 Seattle Pilots season coming up. So, I like to have a little bit of room in there in case I need to wrap up anything with the new series that'll start when this one ends. So that's always a nice thing. I also happen to notice that we only have 1 day off in the month of August. So, yeah, I mean, we're going to have to find a way to keep the lineup balanced so, not everyone gets tired at the same time. That will be a challenge. So after we wrapped up yesterday with the month of July with our final game for the month, we did have a separate video in which we did the summary for the standings, the league leaders. We also took a look at all the trades, and then we also did the player pyramid. So that video ran about 55 minutes. If you didn't watch it, it's a nice little comprehensive summary for the month of July. I'll have it available right about here after this game is over if you want to check it out. And it's interesting to see. I always feel like it's very interesting to see at the end of the month who the leaders are in all the major categories, because they're no longer names of players that you would expect to be in those spots. I mean, Dale Swaim is leading the American League in home runs, right? And a bunch of schlubs from Seattle are right up there too. And there are 3 players that have a chance at winning the American League Triple Crown. And none of them are people you've ever heard of, probably, unless you're a diehard baseball fan like myself. So it makes me laugh to see that here we are in season 6 of the sim, and really anybody who's worth their salt in real life baseball has all kind of gone by the wayside. And so after yesterday's game, there was a comment by Anthony, someone who I think must be somewhat new to our channel, and he had mentioned that watching my games over the last week or so, that I had made some derogatory comments toward Baseball Mogul, and I felt the need to just address it, because I don't think he wasn't trying to demean me in any way in the way that I talk about this game. I think he was just more curious about why I continue to play a game that is just so absolutely horrible. And I've stated this several times, but I just wanted to take a moment here to repeat my mission statement, I guess, with Baseball Mogul. And that is, I've played Baseball Mogul since 2002, some version of it anyway. And at the time, it really was the only decent sim game available. And I've got a lot of pleasure out of playing this game. It's really only from about 2018 on that the gameplay somehow has not been able to keep up with actual real-life results. And I don't know if it's because there's been so much other focus by Sports Mogul in keeping up with the rules changes, which they've done a very good job of. I wouldn't know, because I don't play any modern version of this. I don't play the 2024 season. I don't know what it's like to try to put a Ghost Man on second I don't know what any of the new versions are like. I never played the 60-game schedule from COVID. I've only ever really played the game the way that I played it originally when I started way back in 2002. So I don't know if it is if maybe it's much better now playing an updated version. I'm using 2022, and I can tell you that it sucks. But what I love about Baseball Mogul, and what keeps bringing me back, even though there are much better sims on the market, is the fact that I could take my love of sports card collecting and my love of baseball sim and integrate them together, where I'm adding the baseball cards of the season in which they played, or their most recent card, depending upon, when they are drafted in this game and whatnot. I enjoy being able to do that because I like the visualization of what that player looked like during that season and to see what team they maybe were actually on. And I like being able to do the deep dives that we do early in the season before we start to become repetitive with the teams. So I enjoy doing all these things. I like the creativity of it for myself. I get very little creativity in my regular life. And I get to bring that here on YouTube, something I never intended to really do. And, it's satisfying to me when I have the end product. When I'm actually performing in the moment, I fucking hate this game, right? Like, that it frustrates me to no end because all the randomness that you would think would be in a game like this when they consider the ratings plus all the different buttons that you can toggle within the game, you would think it would be just so random. And then maybe that could excuse the reason why Rod Allen is hitting 30 home runs a year, or Shooty Babbitt is somehow an all-star second baseman for the A's, or somebody like Stephon Weaver of the Yankees is the rookie of the year and is able to go on and have a real career. I like all of that in theory. What I don't like is how Barry Bonds has no power in this game, or a lot of the times when you start a sim and you have someone like Alan Trammell who had a very long career, and all of a sudden he sucks by age 26. The game doesn't know how to recognize the fact that his best seasons were from age 22 to 35 or something, Like, it doesn't know how to make him perform within that. And I like the fact that you can change the stadium effects. I don't think the game goes far enough in making them realistic, and that's why I create my own mathematical equation and change them within the game. But then I don't see any real results, so I don't know. But anyway, the point to answer your question, Anthony, is that one is if I switch games, I would have to get a new laptop that could handle all the specifications from a better setup. And that's maybe something I'll do in the future, but I'm just not prepared to do that right now. Two is the history of the personal history that I have with Baseball Mogul and all the good years that it gave me before now it's turned sour and I'm looking to divorce it, right? And also the fact that I can integrate all the different things that I love about baseball together in one, video series. So those are the main reasons. I don't really have any other good logic. Why would someone keep playing a game that sucks? I don't know. But that's the best I can give you. So I hope that's the right answer for everybody. And I'm sorry this took so long to get started today. But we're going to go ahead and start Game 4 of the series. As always, I appreciate everyone following along. Like and or subscribe to the channel. We've got Teddy Higuera on the mound. That's a good sign. Carl Willis will not be available today. Everybody else in the pen is good to go. We're going to have to be a little more judicious with our bullpen. With not having as many days off, we might have to ask our starters to go an extra inning, even if they're giving up some runs. Ron Romanick is the ace of the staff for the Angels. And you can see we mixed it up a little bit today. Willie Wilson is listed as tired. So Kevin Bass will move over to center field, and Billy Sample will be in left. I kind of want to see how his bat performs today. Everybody else is in the regular position. Let's go ahead and do the lineup rundown for the California Angels. Looks like the same lineup as yesterday. Batting leadoff at third base is Pete Coachman. Batting second at second base is Tommy HERR. Batting third at first base is Daryl Sconiers. Batting cleanup and catching is Brian Harper. Batting fifth in center field is Darrin Jackson. Batting sixth in right field is Mike Brown. Batting seventh at shortstop is Alan Trammell. Batting eighth and DHing is Paul Molitor. And batting ninth in left field is Mike Felder. Okay, Teddy Higuera making his fourth start as a Tiger. He's 2-1 with a 3 ERA. 4 walks, 19 strikeouts, and 21 innings pitched. Pretty good, you have to admit. His on base, his opponent's batting average is 244. He does have a complete game already for us. His fastball topping out at 89 miles an hour. Ground ball percentage is 47%. The fastball is his best pitch, rated an 89, and his slider rated an 81. Overall rated an 86. The 27-year-old lefty is a free agent at the end of the year. And we're going to have to pay him some money, which we have available. Looking at his log, you'll see that he's won back-to-back games, that complete game versus Toronto, and then 6 innings versus the Yankees, where he gave up 2 runs, walked 3 on 3 hits. So back-to-back victories, that's a good sign. We'll take a look at our defense. So yeah, Sample out there in left field, not good, but he does have an outfield assist in one of his starts. And then center field is a step down with Bass. Right field is EISENREICH. Our outfield is not great today. Our infield is the regular guys. And behind home plate is Berryhill. Okay, here we go. Pete Coachman leading off versus the left-hander, Teddy Higuera. Full count. High fly ball into left center field from Coachman. Play made by Sample. 1 out. Here's the switch hitter, Tommy HERR, batting .277 with 1 home run. Ground ball up the middle, picked off by Larkin for out number 2. And Daryl Sconiers, the first baseman with 2 down, will take ball 4. 4 walks in 21 innings, and then in the first inning he walks Daryl Sconiers, the only lefty in the lineup. Makes no sense. Runner on first, and Brian Harper in the cleanup role today. Strikes out. The old walk strikeout combo. Okay, we go to the bottom of the first inning. We'll take a look at the Tigers lineup for today. Batting leadoff, playing shortstop is Barry Larkin. Batting second at second base is Sweet Blue Whitaker. Batting third and catching is Damon Berryhill. Batting cleanup in right field is Jim EISENREICH. Batting fifth and catching, he's the DH today, is Terry Kennedy. Batting sixth in center field is Kevin Bass. Batting seventh at third base is Mike Pagliarulo. Batting eighth at first base is Rusty Tillman. And batting ninth in left field is Billy Sample. Okay, Ron Romanick, he is the ace of the staff, and when he's healthy, he is a good pitcher. Making his 21st start, he's 10-4 with a .297 ERA, 86 strikeouts, in 148 and a third innings pitched. Opponents are batting .236 against him. He's got 3 complete games, 2 of which are shutouts. Fastball topping out at 89 miles an hour. Ground ball percentage is 43%. His best pitch is the fastball. A changeup rated an 83. Overall rated a 90. His health is a 59, though. And every iteration of Baseball Mogul I have played since that 2002 initial purchase, Ron Romanick has always been good for some reason and always injured. The 24-year-old righty is arbitration eligible at the end of the year, so he's going to have to get paid. And he's got back-to-back victories. In fact, he's won 3 decisions in a row. including a complete game against Minnesota. He went 9 innings, gave up 2 runs on 5 hits, and walked 3. Way back in May, he took the loss against Detroit, giving up 4 runs in 8 innings, 8 hits. Okay, we'll take a look here at the defense for the Angels. I mean, the outfield is very good. They got Mike Brown in right field today. 84 rating, that's pretty solid. The infield is the normal guys. And behind the plate is Harper. So Sconiers is back at first, and Howell is getting the day off. Howell played first yesterday, but he's normally the third baseman. I was trying to figure out what the configuration was, so there you have it. Here we go, Barry Larkin leading it off versus Ron Romanick, and a base hit to left. Larkin on fire after having back-to-back offers. He's really turned the corner, had 4 hits in yesterday's game. Now, we're starting a new month, and so now I will be doing sacrificing, hitting and running, maybe a steal here and there. But we got to pick our spots, right? Lou Whitaker, not a great contact hitter in this game, but so we were going to let him just take a cut. I think the one thing that we will benefit from, when so clearly the game doesn't make a difference whether you try to steal or sacrifice, is maybe having runners advance. Larkin on first with 1 down. Here's Damon Berryhill. We'll let him take a cut. Now, I'll let you guys in on a secret. Back in the old days of when I was playing baseball modal, in those original days, I had made a personal rule that I would not hit and run the first time through the lineup, because I always kind of felt like if the game was going to let you score against the pitcher, it would be in those first 3 innings, and they were going to do it anyway. I'm not sure that philosophy truly worked. As EISENREICH goes down the left field line all the way to the wall, Larkin around third, and he scores. An RBI double for Jimmy Eyes. His 21st total double for the season, and the Tigers are on the board. But I guess because I've played this game enough, it does make sense, right? And a base hit into center field from Kennedy. EISENREICH scores, and it's 2-0 Detroit. Kennedy leading our team in runs scored and RBIs. It doesn't make sense, but with a 74 rating, he's our best hitter. And it's 2-0 Detroit. Kevin Big Head Bass will ground to third, and that is out number 3. So the Tigers jump ahead 2-0. We go to the top of the second. Here come a bunch of right-handers against Teddy Higuera, starting with Darrin Jackson. Routine, ground ball to short. Larkin makes the play. Larkin's got a lot of work to do to get his fielding percentage up. Mike Brown, we haven't seen him all series, and he strikes out in his debut. 2 down. Second strikeout for Higuera. And Tram just misses that one. Flying out to right, EISENREICH with the catch. Bottom of the second, here's Mikey Pags. Batting .260 with 11 home runs. A comebacker to Romanick. Making the play, 1 down. Now, Rusty Tillman, look at his log. Look at the hit streak. 12 in a row, right? 12, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, yeah, 12. 12 game hitting streak. He's only batting .260 in that period, or the 20 game period. But he's, it's what you've done for me lately. He's been crushing it. Certainly hitting right-handers all of a sudden. There's a ground ball to short. So we'll put the hit streak aside. 2 down, and Billy, a tapper at Romanick, who makes the play. All right. We go to the top of the third. Paul Molitor. Ground ball to second. Whitaker making the play. 1 out. Oh, Mike Felder. That's going to be a triple. 8th triple of the season. I believe that is the American League lead in that category. All right, we're going to bring the corners in. So if it's a ground ball to first or third, maybe we hold that run. If it's a ground ball up the middle, there's nothing we can do. I think this will be a sac fly, if I know baseball mogul. No, it's a ground ball to first. Check that runner. Oh, come on. I mean, that just tells you there was nothing we were going to be able to do to prevent that from happening. That's why baseball mogul sucks ass. If you make the right play, the game does not reward you. I mean, there's very little interaction in baseball mogul. So when I make a play that has a result, the desired result, I want to be rewarded for that. Is that too much to ask? Like when I do the dishes, I want a bowl of ice cream afterwards. All right, they get on the board. And the other way you can look at it is Higuera was going to give up a run sooner or later. So maybe that's the one run he gives up. Bottom of the third. Barry Larkin. There's a looper into right center field. Get down. It's going to be caught. I mean, that outfield defense is pretty solid. So it's tough to get those bloopers. 1 out. Oh, Lou Whitaker taking strike 3 looking. 2 outs for Damon Berryhill. Let's get a 2-out rally going. Wow, he put a charge into it. Dead center field, but that's a cavern. 416 feet. A 1-2-3 inning. We go to the top of the 4th. Only lefty in the lineup. What does Higuera do? He walked him. Oh, that's a foul ball that will be caught. That's another dumb thing about this game, but whatever. Fix that XY. Ryan Harper puts it in play. 2 down. I feel like that triple from Felder, I mean, that's because we just don't have range out there today. EISENREICH, Bass, and Sample. I mean, that's just not the best possible outfield. Maybe that's what cost us that run. Okay, we go to the bottom of the 4th, and Jimmy Eyes have the RBI double. Base hit, right? No, it's going to be caught. 1 out, here's TK. Hard hit ground ball to short. It's a 3-1 count, and the pitch was outside. I don't know if we're just not a patient team, or if the game doesn't understand how walks work, other than the walk strikeout combo. 2-1, we go to the top of the 5th. Higuera pitching a 1-hitter. That triple, that was it. A lot of fly balls. Higuera giving up. What's his percentage? 46. Yeah, 47. One out, Trammell. Line drive at his old double play. Pal, he gets a line drive and is out number 2. And Molitor gets jammed inside for out number 3. The game is moving along, which is good because I talked a lot there in the beginning. I apologize. It was just a good question from Anthony, and it deserved the proper comment. So Pagliarulo, a leadoff single. That's only the 4th hit. Now it's time to hit and run. We don't want to double play with Pags. I don't feel like the double plays went up anymore that we weren't hitting and running. And a stolen base. There's our first stolen base in forever. The first stolen base for Pagliarulo. I feel like because we haven't stolen a base intentionally in months, they owe us like 30 in a row. The hit and run is now off, though. But let's have him hit it to the right side instead of pulling it. No. 10% chance. That means like negative 90%. Okay, so we're not going to score now. We know that. If it didn't let us do the thing we needed to do, then we're not going to get it done. And Larkin with 2 outs. Yeah. 3 pop-ups on the infield. Great job, baseball mogul. That's why we love you. Okay, top of the 6th inning. Higuera's at 59 pitches. It would have been nice to get that extra run. Ooh, Felder's going to strike out looking. 5 Ks for Higuera. Full count to Coachman, and he walks him. Great. You know, can't walk anybody without a strikeout and vice versa. I mean, Tommy HERR, not a guy you think would get a double. So we're not going to guard the lines. Okay, so there's the run. It's 2-2. There's nothing we can do about that. Coachman, that's his 16th stolen base in 46 games. So he's in there to do just that. Well, ground ball to first with a 3-0 count. How about take a pitch, maybe? Okay, lefty on lefty violence. 199 hitter. 1-2. Error? No, we get out of it. Oh, this is turning out to be an entertaining game. I need a little drink of my coffee. Sorry, that was extra slurpy. All right, we go to the bottom of the 6th. Sweet Lou, leaving off. Just all these fly balls, they don't make sense. There's your in-game stats if you need it. Whitaker now 0 for 3. Berryhill, 1-2 count. And a base hit into right. There we go. Keep Berryhill on track. And this is a hit and run situation. You got a catcher running, terrible speed, a good contact hitter, less than 2 outs. So this makes sense. And nothing. Can't even put it on the ground. So Romanick has really settled in, and he strikes out Kennedy. This is 2 aces going at it, and you got to give him that much. 7th inning. I'm considering taking Larkin out now. I guess defensively, we're going to bring in Eddie Milner. Sample had a shot. He didn't get it done. Actually, you know what I'm going to do? There we go. Move Bass to left. Now we got someone with some range. And I guess we're going to leave Larkin in there because he might get one more at bat and we might need him. Here we go. Brian Harper. Doesn't matter. .26 doubles for Harper. Fly ball to left. Bass. He'll throw your ass out. That's right, Harper. 1 out. Runner on second. That's a tying run for Mike Brown. Yes, we needed that strikeout. Now, this is a pick your poison kind of situation here. I mean, 2 Hall of Famers, Trammell or Molitor. Both of them are just, I mean, in real life, I mean, this is what they live for. In this game, you just never know. I guess we have to pitch to TRAMMELL. Here we go. 2-1. Damn it. Come on. Oh, EISENREICH going to make the catch. We get out of it. All right, we go to the bottom of the 7th. Let's get a couple extra runs. What is it with these stupid fly balls? Pass is over 3. Pagliarulo with his second double. No, come on. No, it's only his first. I'm sorry. His 4th of the season. Okay, Rusty, this is it. This might be the last chance he gets to bat today. Keep that hit streak alive. Oh, they walk him, you chump. Milner. He's going to drop it like it's hot. Sacrifice bunt. Get it down, Milner. There we go. Good bunt to third. Yes. Okay, this is why we left Larkin in there. Runners at second and third. Once we're going to bat, could put the game away the way that Higuera is pitching. Here we go. Larkin 3-1. Oh, another fucking pop-up. That's so stupid. All right, it keeps the game interesting. But that's it for Larkin. Dougie Baker will come in. So we've upgraded the defense. Higuera's at 90 pitches. He could finish this game. Paul Molitor. Striking him out. Looking. 7 Ks for Higuera. Isn't it nice having a pitcher like this? I mean, win or lose, this has at least been a game in where I don't feel like my stress level's gone up. Felder. Flying out to left. It's been a good game. There's been no errors. Pete Coachman, he's 0 for 2 with a walk. And he pops it up. 106 pitches for Higuera. He'll come out for the night. Oh! Oh no! I just jinxed the team. How does Baker drop the pop-up? Now we're in, like, this is legitimately a loss now. Right? There's no way you can win. We're going to guard the lines, but it doesn't matter now. We just lost. He's going to steal second base. Yeah, the game is over. I guess we intentionally walk HERR to get to the lefty SCONIERS. That's the go-ahead run. And we play straight up. It's the ball game. Ground ball to second. Error. Yes! It has to happen! This is why Baseball Mogul sucks. It ruined a perfectly good game. Everybody was having fun. We were all holding hands, singing Kumbaya, and the game fucks it up for everybody. And now all you can do is just take your beating. We're going to take out Higuera. I mean, the only reason that we have errors on our team with our great defense is because the game makes you commit an error. So we're going to bring in Todd Fisher, and this would not surprise me if this was a pass ball, wild pitch, or something like that. Harper betting 264 versus righties. All you can do is take your beating. But I can't enjoy it. The enjoyment is gone from this game for me now. Whitaker grounding out to third. Maybe Anthony was on to something. Anthony, you're not in my will. I'm just letting you know. All right. In comes Dave Smith. Tigers are going for a 4-game sweep. Dave Smith, we saw yesterday, he leads the American League in saves. There was somebody in the National League that had 29. I already forgot who that was. We got our defense in there, but it doesn't matter. So, will Higuera get the loss or get a no decision? That's the only question that's left to answer. Otherwise, it doesn't really matter. That's a pop-up that's a 50-50 shot at being an error. Nope, it's an out. 1 down. Mike Brown. Ground ball to second. 50-50 being an error. Okay, are they going to go quietly, or is Trammell going to come back to haunt his old team? Full count! And he walks. Now we have to guard the lines. Molitor definitely can go down the line. The only reason the walk happened is because it had to happen. Not because the game earned a walk. It's actually had to happen. Yep. So it doesn't really matter. We just... Oh! Somebody tried to go to third and was thrown out. Who was it? Trammell? Trammell was thrown out by Eddie Milder, a defensive replacement coming through. The Tigers win 2-1. Oh my God, this game sucks. Handshakes, butt slaps, sloppy steaks. We'll take that 4-game win. 4 games sweep of the series. Oh, jeez. Baseball mogul. Let's take a look at the standings. We did gain something. Maybe the Yankees were off today, because now we're just 2 back. So I think we were 2.5. So they must be off today. And then, of course, Boston keeps winning too, so it doesn't matter. Chicago will get a game back on Oakland. Had lost a few in a row. Take a look at the National League. Philadelphia, considering making it interesting, they're within 9. Take a look at the headline news. Brainiac baseball. Oh, so this is going to be from yesterday's games because we didn't do that. The Cardinals beat the Reds 10-5. Ray Quinones hit the ball well. Lloyd. Blue Jays win 4-1. 4-0 shutout for Egg Foo Young. And then we won our game yesterday. Yeah, to be 2.5 back. So the Yankees must have been off today. Oh, and the hit streak comes to an end, right? That sucks. Oh, there's nothing for today. Oh, okay. Well. Transactions. Oh, we had the trades set up from yesterday. So let's go back to all types. We accept all types. Pat Zachary is the only one. I'm very pleased that all these retirements are taking place. It's kind of cleaning up the free agent list, which was inundated with a bunch of schlubs. Pat Zachary actually had an okay career, but he hadn't pitched in our game since 1980, since our first sim year. Okay, that's it. Let's pull up the box score and get out of here. Thanks for watching, guys. Like and or subscribe to the channel. The giveaway is going to be taking place pretty soon, maybe like 4 or 5 more days. Maybe on Monday, we'll start taking contestants for the giveaway. So be prepared. Be a subscriber. That's how you get in on it. Player of the game. This is kind of a tough one. Jimmy Eyes was the game-winning RBI, and I guess we're going to give it to him. It could go to Teddy Higuera, too, but he couldn't get through that inning thanks to his middle infielders. Dave Smith gets his 29th save, so very good. Ron Romanick, hard luck loss. Pitched well. It was a good pitcher's duel. That'll do it. Okay, we're going to come back tomorrow and start a brand new series versus the Brewers, which will see our old friend George Brett. So until then, everyone have a great day.